got neighbor Chandler's 1997 GMC Savana van in here. This will be the same on like the Silverados and the Sierras and Tahoes and things of that year. But we're gonna get in here, we're gonna repack these front wheel bearings. So I only have one lug nut on here, but it sounds the same either way. If you grab the top and the bottom of the wheel and you've got play back and forth, it's time to repack those puppies. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna get this tire off, which I'm gonna go ahead and finish doing that. And then I'll show you how to pull the calipers and get the rotors off. And yeah, we'll go from there for packing the bearings. All right, here we are. This is a good moment to examine your brake pads. They look like they're about probably halfway worn through. I'd run it a bit longer, but all right. So what you're gonna want to do is start off by pulling your brake caliper. I got a 3/8 Allen head wrench here. I'm gonna break it loose with that. So we're just gonna press down, just like that. Top and bottom. There we go. If you were me and you had a power ratchet, where would you put that puppy? All right, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and get these calipers, bolts out now. We're just gonna zippity zip 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 them, and then these will pull all the way out. And this is a good time to re-grease your caliper slides here. So yeah, just go ahead and push them all the way out. This is a good time since we're re-greasing bearings. Might as well re-grease these caliper slides too. Although I do use synthetic caliper grease for these instead of just red lithium like I'm going to do on the bearings. But here we go. So now we're down to this rotor. So what we're going to want to do is get a small flathead screwdriver and carefully start prying back this cap right here, because this covers our wheel nut. So just be very careful not to dent it and damage it. You may have to get an even smaller one and hammer it in there with a hammer, which is probably what we're going to have to do here. Voila, there you have it. Just nice and easy working the cap off of there. All right, once the cap's off, what you're going to want to do is look for this little cotter pin. So we got a cotter pin right here on this nut. So we're going to bend this out and we're going to pull this cotter pin out. All right, once you get the cotter pin out, some people reuse those, man. I never do. I put a new one in every single time, but that is for you to decide. But now this nut should be loose enough you can just grab it with your hand and unscrew it. It's a little bound up, but nothing crazy. So we'll get this nut off. Sorry, it's really hard to work with one hand and keep everything in the frame. But here we go, nut is off. Now there's a washer that goes up against the face of your bearing right here. I always just grab a magnet stick and fish that puppy out of there. This one's bigger than what I would typically use, but oh, there we go. Bam! Green eggs and ham. There's our washer. And now you have one bearing on this side here that you can just pull out right now. So we'll get this bearing fished out. You can also use a magnet stick for that, or push up on the rotor. I need two hands to do this, but just kind of work it out of there. Get this bearing out, and then we'll pull the whole rotor off, and we got to pop a seal on the backside to get the rear bearing out. All right, so here we are. We pulled this front bearing out of there. So I'm going to show you real quick how I was taught to clean and pack these, and then I'll show you a quick trick of getting the seal off the back of the rotor to get the other one out. But you're going to do the same thing on both bearings. It's not that complicated. But basically, I just take brake cleaner, just spray brake cleaner all throughout of here, and we're just trying to rinse out as much old grease as we can to start. You wipe it down with paper towels. Just get as much of the grease off as you possibly can. And then we'll go to packing the new one. So you're gonna blow out as much out of here as possible. It'll use quite a bit of fluid, quite a bit of paper towel, but it's worth it. And then we'll push the rest out with fresh grease. All right, and now, so you'll see there's still a little bit of old grease down in here, but that's about as good as we're gonna be able to get it from hitting it with brake cleaner. But now all you're gonna do is you wanna take this open side. So you'll see this side looks kind of closed. You can see the rollers in there. This is the bigger side and it's more open. You'll put a big glob of grease in your hand, like right in the palm of your hand. So you'll see I'll go right in here, and then it's all about taking your thumb and just kind of pressing it, and you're just gonna press that grease down into that thing, and then you'll see the fresh grease coming up right there out of the top side and pushing the last bit of that old grease out. And you're just gonna work your way all the way around it and make sure you got plenty of fresh new grease protruding out through your bearing rollers. All right, super duper quick to get the back bearing out with the seal. You're literally just gonna take a wood handled hammer, which I don't know where mine's at, but you're gonna stick it in there like that with the wood side down. Just give it a whap. It'll push the whole bearing out. And then you just pack it just like the front ones and clean all this grease out of the rotor assembly here. And then we're ready to reinstall. And make sure you replace the bearing seal. Don't reuse the bearing seal. So this is what it'll look like. This will come out with the bearing out of the backside. Oh, still low on battery. I did that pretty quick, but here we go. Our front bearing is packed. Our backside bearing is packed and reinstalled. So you're going to take your new seal. You're going to put it face down like this. And then what I do is I just take a nice little rubber mallet and just gently tap it. Oh boy, I got a cattywampus. There you go, just tap it around with the mallet until it's nice and flush. There we go. Sweet, and then we'll give it one little paper towel wipe. Just like that. Make sure there's nothing on your rotor surface. Hit it with some brake cleaner, wipe it down, and then we're ready to stab this puppy back on and get to the front side. All right, here's your reminder to clean the spindle as well, because I almost forgot, but we got that wiped down, and now we put the rotor on. So hopefully I can set you over here. Maybe you can see this real quick. Basically, you're just gonna balance the rotor up and then stab in your front side bearing. And that's what holds the whole thing up spaced correctly, just like that. Bam! Woo! Now, we're at the very end stages here, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're gonna do, wipe off this grease, make sure it's not on our rotor. We've already cleaned the back side. We'll clean the front side before we put the calipers back on. You're going to grab your washer. It has a flat on it and a little tooth right here. That tooth goes on the spindle, just like so. It has a cutout so you can't mess it up. And then we're going to take the nut. We're going to put the nut on and screw it down by hand. I'm going to move you a little bit closer. Hopefully you can see it from here. So now that we're all in there and it's getting kind of close to snug, you're going to take a torque wrench. You're going to set it to 16 Newton meters, and I think that's like 12 foot-pounds. You're going to keep rotating the rotor while you tighten it down, and you're looking for 16 Newton meters, and that's called setting the bearing, just like that. Boom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to back it off. Back the nut off, and now we're going to finger tight it with the socket, just like that. And now we're going to break it loose, and we're going to, at this point, get the cotter pin through. You can turn the screw back as far as a quarter of a turn. You can't go past a quarter of a turn, but I think I got it right here. So I'm going to stick the cotter pin in, and then we're good to hammer the dust cap back on with a rubber mallet. If you want to see how to grease the caliper slides, I will make a short video on that. So you can look, I'll put it up here in the video. But otherwise, we're just going to slap all this back together and you are good to go. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you'd like to see more.